talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? First a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there. Heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, got that dagger cut, got that play, just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
On is the punter, Hekker, as he gets this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On third down, here's Corral. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. It's taken to the 26. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. So first and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They go play action with Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Rashard Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Corral. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Corral lost it. The ball is out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got him the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Hubbard fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Ready? From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Ravens hit 2-7 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off play action. Here's Corral. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On first down, Corral. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Corral, his throw caught right around the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Corral. Caught on the slant. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Hurts. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Corral. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Finding space at the 40. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Corral. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, it hasn't been a banner 1st half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Corral to throw once again. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Corral. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 3rd quarter starts with a run by Hubbard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they? Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing. It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Touchdowns have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game. Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Edwards. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. CeeDee Lamb. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On second down, it's Edwards. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Corral from the gun on third down here. That pass complete to Moore. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Corral. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run once more with Edwards. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Corral looking to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. Hurts fumbles it. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. 2nd down and goal. Hurts. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall from 13 yards out. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line. Here we go.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Corral. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Corral now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Ready?
Again, it'll be Hubbard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Here's Hubbard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And they will take a knee here.
Got ready.
And they take a knee. So this one is over.